Jesse, have you finished work yet? They've been making you do a lot of overtime recently, haven't they? You're not working yourself too hard, are you?
No, don't worry. I can handle it. I'm on my way home right now. Sorry it took me longer than I thought. How's everything on your end?
Everything's fine with me. I don't have to do any overtime. I get out of work on time. I remember when you used to be able to do that.
I remember the good old days too.
Do you want me to give your company a call and complain for you?
No thanks. I don't think they'd like that very much. This is our busy season, so they can't really help it. Don't worry, we'll make it through. I can count on you to be understanding and cheer me up when I get home, right?
I don't know. I'm only kidding. Of course I will. Just get home as soon as you can, okay?
Sarah, I'm really sorry. I won't be coming home tonight.
What? Why not? I'm making beef stew for us tonight. I thought it was your favorite?
It is, but I'm really sorry. My mom's not doing too well right now.
Huh? Really? I had no idea. What's wrong?
I don't think it's anything major. I think she just caught a bad cold. But I'm a little worried about her there by herself, so I'm gonna drive all the way to Tampa to see her.
I'll go with you. I'm off tomorrow and the next day, so it'll be fine. If it's bad enough that you needed to go, I'm a little worried about her too. Your mom's pretty cool, and I haven't talked to her in a while. I think she'd like it if I went with you.
Actually, my mom told me not to tell you.
Huh?
I think she just doesn't want you to see her lying in bed, too sick to move. It'd make her feel weak. You know how my mom likes to brag that she's in such great shape for her age. I don't think she wants anyone to see her like this.
Huh? Well, I guess.
I'll go by myself this time. I'm sorry. I know you probably want to go too, but my mom wouldn't like it. And don't mention anything to her about this either, or she'll know I told you.
Okay. Just be careful driving out there. When do you think you'll be back?
Probably Sunday night, I think.
Then that means we won't be able to go see a movie on Sunday, huh?
I'm sorry, honey. I'll make it up to you sometime. I promise.
Oh, don't worry about it. If your mom's sick, then she's sick. Her health is more important than us watching a movie.
Thanks, Sarah. I love you.
Are you working late again tonight?
Huh? I'm sorry, Sarah. Did I not tell you?
Huh? Tell me what?
I'm on my way to Tampa again.
What?
My mom needs me to drive her to the hospital early tomorrow morning. So, I left for Tampa right after work. I told you this morning, didn't I?
No, you didn't!
I'm sorry. You were busy running around the house getting ready for work. I guess you didn't hear me. I know I said it, though.
I can't believe this! I made a special dinner for you again tonight!
I'll be home on Sunday. Just put it in the fridge and I'll eat it when I get home.
It's not just the dinner. It's your birthday! So I splurged and got a cake and wine and everything for you. Now it's gonna be 2 days old before you even get to eat your cake. What am I supposed to do now? Celebrate your birthday without you?
Sarah, I'm really sorry. I'll get home as early as I can on Sunday.
Ugh. Fine, whatever. So, how is your mom doing? She has to go to the hospital now?
It's nothing to worry about. I'm just going with her to hear what the doctor says. But I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Okay, well, keep me posted. And be careful coming home. It's a long drive. Hi, Sarah. Are you busy now? Miss Price? What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. And Sarah, I told you not to call me Miss Price anymore. We're family now. How many times do I have to tell you that? Sorry. I just wasn't expecting a message from you. Marge. Call me Marge, okay? Yeah, I know. But it's just... No buts. Call me Marge. Anyway, that's not what I messaged you about. Huh? I messaged you about the next ceramic arts contest. You're going, right? I wanted to go with you this time. It's in Jacksonville, right? I figured I'd meet you there. Miss Price, are you kidding? I said call me Marge. Right, Marge. The ceramic arts contest? It's coming up soon, but... You're in no condition to go there with me. And why not? This contest is really important for you, isn't it? Look, Jessie told me all about everything. I know you're not doing well right now. That's why Jessie had to take you to the hospital. That's today, right? The hospital? Who's going to the hospital? You are. Me? Why would I be going to the hospital? I just had a physical and the doctor said I was fit as a fiddle. Huh? What? Wait, I just want to confirm something. Is Jessie there? At my place? No. Why would he be? I haven't seen him since Christmas. He never comes to visit me anymore. Marge, is it okay if I head over to your place today? Today? Sure. If you don't mind the drive. I'll leave my house right away. Hey, Jessie. You're still in Tampa now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still here. Why?
I'm just a little lonely. I miss you. Is it okay if I give you a call? I just want to hear your voice.
Sorry. I want to hear your voice too, but my mom just fell asleep. I'd feel terrible if I woke her. I'll give you a call tomorrow, okay? I really miss you too.
Really?
Of course. Sorry I haven't been home hardly at all recently.
It's okay. I know how important your mom is to you.
I haven't done much for her in a while. The least I can do is be there for her when she's sick.
Jessie, you're so sweet. You know what? I've been thinking about that a lot recently, too.
Huh?
You know, my parents have both passed away already. You've got to cherish the time you have left with your family. And make sure you never do anything to hurt them.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm really sorry if this is causing any trouble for you. I'll try not to spend too much time here. You're my family, too. I really want to get back and see you, too.
Jessie, do you not know the two situations that can bring any two girls together, despite their age?
Huh? What are you talking about?
When their interests are the same, or when their enemies are the same.
What?
What I mean is... I'm heading over there right now. I'm already on the highway.
Wait. Why?
Your mom's really sick right now. I want to be there for her.
Sarah! Answer the phone. My mom's not alone. She's with me. You don't have to come.
No, it's okay. I'm really worried about her too. Oh, wait. My battery is dying. I've got to turn off my phone. I'll talk to you later.
Sarah, wait! Sarah, are you at my mom's house? I see that my messages have been read.
Yeah, I'm here. And I got your messages.
About that. I'm really sorry I lied to you. I'm not at my mom's house.
I can see that. I know you're not here. And I know you weren't here last week, or the week before that.
I need you to believe me. It's not what you think. To tell you the truth, I'm in Atlanta right now.
Atlanta?
Yeah. My company has a branch here. I'm on a business trip. It was the same last week, and the week before that, too. I made a promise to you. That's why I didn't tell you. We promised each other we'd take a trip to Atlanta together, because neither of us had been there before, remember? But then my company sent me here on business, and I thought if you knew, it'd ruin our plans. I'm really sorry I didn't tell you. Please, forgive me. I'm here with another guy from my department, so you've got nothing to worry about. If you don't believe me, I'll send you a picture I just took of us here. See? Here's a picture proving I'm in Atlanta right now.
I was starting to suspect it, but now I know for sure. You really are an idiot, aren't you?
Huh?
Did you think your lies wouldn't catch up with you? Did you really think you could do all this and everything would turn out all right for you? Because it won't.
Sarah, just listen to me.
I'm not going to listen to anything you say, so don't waste your breath. Your company has already told me everything.
What? What do you mean, my company has already told you everything? Did you call them or something?
Yeah. When I called in and told them who I was, they transferred me right to the head of your department. We had quite the talk about you. When I mentioned the overtime, your boss said your department is fully staffed and nobody has had to do overtime at all this year. In fact, he said you've been clocking out at 5 o'clock on the dot every single night. Not even a minute past 5 p.m.
He said that? Really? You really called my company?
Yeah, I did. And what's this I hear about you having 5 days of vacation scheduled for next month? Your boss said you told him it was for your wedding anniversary. But our wedding anniversary was last month, wasn't it? When I mentioned that fact, he let me in on an interesting tidbit of information. He told me about a rumor going around the office. Something about a possible office romance going on, even though the company strictly frowns upon them. And it seems another person from your section is taking vacation the exact same time as you next month. A young woman, right? That's quite the coincidence, don't you think? He also told me you booked yesterday and a day off 2 weeks ago. But you told me there were unexpected delays in Tampa. That's why you were taking time off work this week. You know, for your mom. Because she's sick.
Just hold on a second. You've got to be kidding me. Sarah, I can't believe you talked to my boss about all of this.
Don't blame me. I just asked him when the overtime was going to stop. The conversation just kind of went from there. Oh, and your mom is really angry that you used her as a cover so you could cheat on your wife. She's disgusted that you even mentioned her name while you were out sleeping around on me.
Sarah, let's talk about this. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Let me explain. But I don't want to talk about this at my mom's house. I'll wait for you at our place.
Wait for me there all you want, but I'm never going back there. Your mom knows all about what you did to me. She said she'll let me stay with her if I need a place. You may be a lying piece of crap, but at least your mom is a nice person.
My company just contacted me. They said they want to talk to me first thing tomorrow morning. It sounds like I might be getting demoted or transferred to another branch.
Really? That sucks, huh?
What do you mean that sucks? This is all your fault. I was supposed to be getting a promotion soon, not this.
Huh? This is my fault? I think it's because you're sleeping with a coworker.
I didn't want to tell you this, but it's my income that puts food on the table for us. So if I want to cheat once or twice, I think you should keep your mouth shut about it. If I get transferred to another branch, that means we'll have to move.
What? Are you out of your mind? Do you think I'm going to continue living with you after all of this?
Huh? What are you saying? Are you saying you want a divorce?
Well, I thought that was obvious. I don't need you to provide for me. I make enough money with my ceramics and exhibitions.
What? What do you mean, exhibitions?
I won that ceramic art competition last year. Ever since then, I've been getting offers to help judge other competitions and to have my work displayed in art exhibitions. I told you that, didn't I? What did you think I was busy with?
That? I thought that was just your hobby. I didn't know you were making money off of it.
It's my job. You know I majored in art in college. Your mom's into art too. That's why we get along so well. So divorcing you and staying at her place until I get back on my feet won't be an issue for me at all. Especially when I sue you for compensation money on top of everything.
Okay, I get it. I'll pay you compensation money. But let's just hold off on the divorce for a bit, okay? I need you to come to the office with me. I don't want to get demoted or transferred. Just tell them that this was all a misunderstanding. Tell them that you know I wasn't sleeping with my coworker. That's got to be the reason why they want me out of that place. Please.
What's this? You want me to lie to your company for you? So you can continue working in the same department with your mistress? You honestly think any wife would do that for her cheating husband?
If you're divorcing me, it's not going to matter to you either way, so...
Jesse, come on now. You don't need me to help you with this. I believe in you, Jesse. I know you can lie your way out of this. That's what you're best at. I'll be rooting for you.
Sarah, please!
Oh, and one more thing. I believe you when you say you're in Atlanta right now.
Thank you.
But I found out when I spoke to your boss that your company doesn't have a branch in Atlanta. After that, Jesse drove straight to his mom's place from Atlanta. But his mom wouldn't let him into the house. She even threatened to call the police if he didn't leave. The rumors going around the office that he was sleeping with his coworker were pretty much confirmed when I called and spoke to his boss. When Jesse walked into work the next day, they told him that he was being transferred to another city. His company really looks down on office romances, and since they can't really fire him for it, I guess they decided to just transfer him away. The woman he was sleeping with decided to leave the company rather than have all her coworkers talk about her behind her back. Of course, I was able to sue her for compensation money as well. She had to sell off most of her things in order to pay off the lawsuit. After she did that, she pretty much ran away. And from what I hear, it wasn't going to be with Jesse. As for my mother-in-law, she was devastated by how her son had treated me. And she decided to stop talking to him and to cut him out of her will. I'm still quite good friends with his mom, though. Living with her for a while during my divorce helped us really get to know each other. She treats me like her daughter. And maybe it's because my mom has already passed away, but I look at her as my mom now. It's almost like she traded her son for a daughter. What are the chances of that?
Is this Alicia? Who the heck do you think you are? I'm not going to let you get away with this. Pardon me? I'm sorry, but who are you? Brianna Moore. You're seeing Jonathan Moore, right? I'm his wife. Pardon me? Jonathan's wife? That's right. You're sleeping with my husband. That's adultery. You know what that means, right? Adultery? This is all a little sudden, isn't it? Jonathan is my husband. You're trying to steer a married man. Don't play dumb with me. I'm not trying to play dumb with you. But to accuse me of something like this so suddenly, I really don't understand. You must be pretty stupid then. Let me explain things to you one more time. You're dating Jonathan. I'm his wife. He's my husband. If you don't believe me, why don't you just ask Jonathan? Jonathan was quite surprised when I told him I knew too. But he came clean once I told him I knew. There was no denying it. I see. In fact, Jonathan just messaged me about this right now too. Of course. He told you his wife found out, didn't he? Yeah, that's what he said. So, you know what you've done, right? Well, that's what he said, but... Sleeping with another woman's husband? You're trying to take my man. So I'm going to get even with you. Get even with me? Before doing anything like that, I think you should know that I wasn't even seeing your husband like that. What? Don't give me that. Do you mean you've stopped sleeping with him? Surely you could come up with a better lie than that. We just started contacting each other recently. We've met up a number of times, but it was only as friends. I wouldn't say we were even dating. The agreement was to meet as friends first. Maybe he thought it was more than that, but... You've been contacting him through text messages, right? I've read through your whole chat history. It's pretty obvious to me that you two are cheating. I've read the proof. Don't try to deny it. Maybe he calls it seeing each other, but only in the literal sense of the word. Like I said, we've met up, but it was only to go out for a drink or to watch a movie. And I had no idea that he had a wife. I'm not interested in whether you thought he had a wife or not. You're lucky I haven't called my lawyer yet. You'd better be willing to pay me, though, or else I will take you to court. You know I could sue you for compensation money because of this. What? Sue me for compensation money? Of course. You slept with my husband. I can sue you for that. That's the risk you take when you knowingly sleep with someone who's married. You knew that, didn't you? You keep saying sleeping with, though. I told you I wasn't even dating him. And the fact that he was married? I had no idea. You can't prove that. And all those lovey-dovey messages you two were sending each other? It's obvious what you were doing. Lovey-dovey messages? That never happened. And besides, I met your husband from a dating app. It wasn't an app for meeting up or one-night stands either. It was on an app for people looking for marriage partners. So if a married man signs up for an app looking for people who want to get married, why would anyone assume they're already married? I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care about any of that anyway. You'd better pay me my money. After all, you slept with my husband. It's only obvious you'd have to pay compensation money if you did something like that. It affects more than just you. Think about how I feel about this. Regardless of that, your husband joined a dating app out of his own free will. He wrote that he was single and looking for a wife. That's the only reason I started contacting him in the first place. Anything that happens after that, I can't be held accountable for his actions. Stop trying to make excuses. I don't care what you say. Jonathan is a married man, and you started seeing him. You can't talk your way out of this. Jonathan has already confessed to it. You'll just have to accept it. He confessed to what? Meeting me and having a drink? Meeting me and watching a movie? That's all we've ever done. Did Jonathan say any more than that? Yes, he did. He said he cheated on me with you. He's admitted to it. So I'm gonna make you pay me compensation money. What you're saying is absurd. If you're not going to pay me now, then I'll just sue you and get the money from you in court. You're going to sue me? That's right. You're saying you're not going to pay me. That means you're trying to run from this. So I'll just take you to court instead. Just calm down a bit. I didn't sleep with Jonathan. And I didn't know he was married anyway. I've explained this, haven't I? Shut up. If you don't want me to sue you for this, you'd better just pay me directly. Are you threatening me? What? Threatening? Yeah, you're threatening me. You're trying to scare me into giving you money, aren't you? Threatening is a bit of an exaggeration. I have every right to get compensation money from you. I'm just requesting it from you. And I'm answering all of your questions about this. If you're saying that Jonathan is having an affair with me, when I know we've never done anything, what are you basing this on? It's obvious from your chat history. Give me an example of what I said that shows I'm sleeping with him. You were asking him things like what day and time you two should meet up. Things like that. Oh, so basic things that any two people would commonly ask each other. Shut up. Are you saying you're not going to pay me compensation money? You're saying you want me to take you to court. You want to pay all the lawyer fees on top of the compensation money. I'm serious about this. What do you mean you're serious about it? I'm not going to let a woman get away with this. Not for trying to steal my husband. I'll never forgive you. Not till I get what you owe me. Pay me. If you don't, I'll even call your company and tell everyone you work with what kind of person you are. So basically, you're threatening me, aren't you? Just shut up and pay me. Do you want to be sued? If you want to sue me, go ahead and sue me. Huh? So you're gonna be like this, huh? I know you work for a good company. Jonathan told me. So you want to get fired over all this? If you just pay me the compensation money, we could settle this out of court, and I wouldn't have to make trouble for you at your office. Well, if you're trying to do this, doesn't that mean Jonathan would get fired too? What? Jonathan get fired? What are you talking about? Well, if you think I can get fired for it, why wouldn't he? I know what you're doing here. You and Jonathan. You're both just trying to get money from me, aren't you? What do you mean? You told your husband to register for the dating app. I bet you told him if he finds a good woman with money, that he should try to have an affair with her. And you'd try to get compensation money from her for doing it. That's what's going on here, isn't it? That's not it at all. Jonathan went and had an affair on his own. I had nothing to do with it. And I'm not forgiving him either. And I'm definitely not forgiving you. I see what's going on. Okay, those messages you sent to me, the ones where you were threatening me to get me to pay you, I'm gonna go show them to the police and see what they have to say about it. What? The cops? Why? I told you we could settle this out of court. The fact that you're so eager to settle this out of court, it seems a bit too fishy for me. You guys are running a con here, aren't you? You're trying to get money. Your whole aim is to get compensation money from people. You're using the dating app to find potential victims, aren't you? We wouldn't do anything like that. Look, I don't know what you're talking about, so let's just get this matter settled outside of court. We can do this in cash, so let's start discussing an appropriate amount. You know you're in the wrong here, so just accept it and give in. I'm not giving in. I didn't sleep with your husband. That wasn't the reason I met with him in the first place. We've never gone that far. And yet you try to threaten me by telling me I did something that I know I didn't do? You guys are scaring me now with taking things this far. So I'm going to the police and filing a report. What? You're reporting me? Stop messing around. Filing a report is only going to be bad for you, isn't it? And I'm sure it's going to get you fired, too. What? My company won't fire me for something like this. Besides, none of this is my fault anyway. I've done nothing wrong. How can you be so sure of that? That's a stupid question. I know if I've slept with someone or not. That's how I'm so sure of it. I know you're just trying to scam me. What? This isn't a scam. I thought everything was a little bit suspicious. Jonathan seemed a bit too pushy with everything. Luckily, I kept refusing to go any further than I did. Oh, and he kept wanting to take pictures of us together, too. Everywhere we went, he wanted to take pictures of it. And he tried to make sure I was in all of his selfies. If you read our messages, you'll see. He tried to make everything sound really intimate, no matter how small it was. And clearly, you could see my messages didn't have that tone at all. Not to mention, how often he messaged me for no reason whatsoever. Now that I think about it, it's obvious he was trying to make it look like we were more than we really were. I guess he was desperate to make it look like that. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Stop acting like this. Do you have any idea how I feel being cheated on? Honestly, I don't, but either way, I wasn't sleeping with your husband. So you've got nothing to worry about. Shut up. Just pay me my money. If you just pay me the money, we can end this all right here. I'll send Jonathan over to pick up the money from you tomorrow. Just pay me $1,000. That's pretty darn cheap for compensation money, don't you think? I wouldn't know about that. But I plan on going to the police about this anyway. If you keep messaging me trying to get me to pay, you'll just be wasting your time. I'm not doing anything until the police have looked into this. Why are you going to the police? I have every right to get compensation money from you. I'm only requesting that you pay me what I deserve. What right are you talking about? It's my right. Because you slept with my husband. I can sue you for that. I'm supposed to get money. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're supposed to pay me. I'm not threatening you. If I don't ask you to pay me the money, how else am I supposed to get you to pay it? Well, maybe if you had some proof? You could prove it to a lawyer or judge and get the money the legal way. But you're telling me that I slept with Jonathan when I know I didn't? And like I said, even if I had no idea he was married. So you wouldn't be awarded any money. I met him on a dating app for people looking for marriage partners, and he told me he wasn't married. So even if I had slept with him, you'd lose in court. And on top of that, I can prove everything I've said. You can't prove any of your outrageous claims. So I have no obligation to pay anyone any compensation money. What? Is that how it works? Yes. But I'm still gonna report this to the police, because I'm pretty sure you're trying to pull a scam right now. So, you'd better get ready for a police investigation. Wait, just hold on. I get it. I guess you legally don't have to pay me? I didn't know that. I misunderstood the law. Huh? It seems Jonathan feels really bad about what happened here, too. I guess I can forgive you this time. You didn't know he was married. I won't make you pay me anything. No, it's no problem. You don't have to apologize to me. You can explain everything to the police. What are you talking about? I told you I'm going to let this go. You don't have to pay me. I'm admitting I was wrong. Let's just be adults about this and let it go. It was just a big misunderstanding. This whole conversation is going to be proof of your threats and scheme to get money from me. So I'm just going to take it to the police and let them decide what they want to do. Please, don't do that. I told you the issue is resolved. You don't need to do anything rash. I understand I was wrong. You don't have to pay me. Let's just end it here. Huh? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. You were obviously trying to pull a scam. I'm gonna report it to the police. It's the right thing to do. Why do you have to take it that far? I told you I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Well, you've already taken it this far with me. So there's a good chance you've done this before. You've probably threatened, scammed, and stole from other people in the past. I've never done anything like that. Please tell Jonathan not to use dating apps as ways to try to scam or hurt innocent people. Please, just wait. I'll tell Jonathan that. None of that has anything to do with me, though. It was all him. You've already told me your full name, and I have your contact info now that you've messaged me. So I'll be sure to give all of that to the police as well. And Jonathan's picture was clear on his profile, and I've already taken a screenshot of it. And where he states on his profile that he's unmarried and looking for a marriage partner. So the police should have no problem finding the correct guy and verifying your scam. I'm sorry for what we did. We'll never do anything like this again. So please don't go to the police. I'm begging you. I never wanted to do anything bad. You didn't want to do anything bad, yet you deliberately tried to scam someone? Oh, that's just scary. I'm so sorry. You can apologize all you want. At this point, I'm not going to let this go. You tried to scare someone into giving you money. So I'm afraid you're going to have to pay the consequences. You and your lovely husband. After that, Alicia went to the police and told them what happened. They advised her to file an official police report so they could investigate further and possibly charge the couple. After filing the report, the police started their investigation. They found out that Mr. and Mrs. Moore had done this same scam on a few other people. It turns out some of the people actually did end up paying them money. The police arrested Jonathan and Brianna Moore, and enough evidence was gathered to build a good case against the couple. After being taken to court for their crimes, the Moores were forced to pay back all the money they had taken from their other victims, as well as many additional fines for their actions. In the end, they ended up having to pay back a lot more money than they ever made from their scams. I guess it really shows that crime just doesn't pay.